Hello peeps, this is the Hillbilly halfwit here, Gaza, and today we're going to talk about Sainsbury's future. What the future of food is going to be and how we're all going to be experimented with and how we're going to not be allowed to eat what we want. You can see it all coming. This is a little bit of a logo I've had made. What do you think? Is it worse or better than the next one? I look a bit mad in it, don't I? So I'd just like to thank everybody for subscribing. Really means a lot. So comment, rate and subscribe and share this stuff out there so people can see what this net zero lunacy is going to do to us all, especially in Wales. So let's start on Sainsbury's report and statement of what they're going to do to us. Swines. Right, this is a Sainsbury's Future of Food report. And it's basically saying what's going to happen in the next 150 years. I won't read it all out because you'll be able to read it yourself. I'll just go in selected bits because there's a lot in it here, really. So we'll pull it a bit bigger here. I'll skip a few paragraphs here and there. Since its creation 150 years ago, Sainsbury's has been a pioneer of innovation and trailblazing for introduction of new food in the UK, starting with a humble stick of butter, and now we're off the thousands of products available today. We've also been at the forefront of introducing new food to the nation, turning once niche items into everyday products, from Gorgonzola to Camembert cheese in 1880 to becoming the first British supermarket to introduce avocados to the champagne socialists. They love the avocado, which we now sell more of than oranges, and they have to fly them in from abroad. What about that carbon, eh? Anyway, so let's move on a bit of a paragraph here. We don't want this video to be too long. What I noticed in this is that they are actually being influenced by groups, academic protesting groups. So this is what got me quite worried. Sainsbury's has also been central to the informing how we think about food and how we eat today by adding nutritional information to products since 1961 and becoming the first to introduce the traffic light healthy eating system to the front of packaging in 2005. Not only has Sainsbury's pioneered what we eat, the supermarket has also been a major driver behind how we source food. From being the UK's leading retailer of RSPCA assured products, to setting up innovative farming groups and establishing a sustainable farming supply chain today in the future. Well, it's trying to destroy the bloody farming supply in Welsh hills. They're happy for us to go. Actively encourage it, in fact, the swines. The world has changed immeasurably over the last 150 years, and our eating habit, technology, and the way we source our food has continued to evolve alongside it. By looking at macro trends, scientific studies, and heightened environmental awareness, here we go. The doomsday cult has got this lot as well. But they still want to sell their shit to us. That's what they want to make their shit in a big cauldron and mix it all up with chemicals, and us daft idiots to eat it instead of having some nice, healthy food that's grown on our planet. By looking at the macro trends, scientific studies and heightened environmental awareness already developed today, we can start to explore how our food could start to change in the future and what could that mean. This Future of Food report paints a picture of life in 2025, 2050, 2169, showing the potential road of full food for our customers and the potential role of our customers for our food. Maybe we could eat politicians. How about that? Like they used to. Put them all in a cauldron and feed them to themselves. In 5 years' time, in the next 150 years, got a bit mixed there. In 5 years' time, alongside medication, our doctors could be incorporating food advice as health prevention techniques to help alleviate our ailments. Well, most of us now, with half a brain, do that already. And they think we're too thick to think that. That tells you a lot about these people. They think we are too thick to think that we can eat food that makes it healthy. And that should tell you the mindset of these moronic people. Sainsbury's had already started to help out customers with boosting nutrition through launch of our super mushrooms. Da da da! The super mushroom cometh, containing vitamin D and B12. And there's a great potential for biofortification foods to become much more common on our shelves. Now here we are again. This next paragraph is what worries me, because it's been driven by anti-meat eating groups, and they have got everybody. They've got all these big companies. We are driven by unprecedented awareness of animal welfare, health concerns, and eco-anxiety. More of us than ever could be putting the planet first when writing our shopping list. It's expected that a quarter of all British people will be vegetarian in 2025, up from 1/8 of Britons today. And half of us will be identifying as flexitarians, up 1/5 from today. Well, flexitarians was invented last year, basically. They just eat what they want and pretend to be vegetarians. So these people are brainless. Vegetarians, vegans, I have no problem at all with what they want. I've always said that, eat what you want. My missus was an actual vegetarian for a while until her teeth started cracking. But a flexitarian is none of it, because the flexitarian just eats what on earth they want and pretends to be one every other day, which is idiotic, really. But there we are. Sainsbury's alone has already seen a 24% increase in our customers searching for vegan products online, and a 65% increase in sales of plant-based products based year on year, as customers increasingly consider a vegan, vegetarian or flexitarian lifestyle. Lots of the poorer in society haven't got any food. They're just happy to have a bit of food on the table and pay their bills, to be quite honest, while you mess around arsing about. In 30 years, jellyfish and other invasive species could be found on the fish counter, as recent research has found them to be full of nutrients and vitamins. And we could be introducing lab-grown oil. We could even be introducing a lab-grown oil, where people can pick up cultured meats and kits to grow meat at home. Meat, as we know it today, could instead start to become a luxury product. Grow meat at home, that's called farming. Get your chickens, get a chicken, lay eggs in your garden, not grow it in a bloody Petri dish. This is quite scary stuff, isn't it? Meat, as we know it today, could be instead become a luxury product, because these bloody protest groups of a few people have decided what they want us to eat. A few thousand people in a cult are deciding what our lives are going to be like, where we can go, what we can do. It really fucks me off, to be quite honest. We could start to see a very different food landscape in 150 years, as scientists may well be farming in space. Yeah. Fucking hell. They're on another planet, aren't they? And sending back their learnings to us on Earth. This would be instrumental to us and being able to farm our land, which was previously barren, providing us with the seasonal products all year round. These people are barking mad. Send them all into space, I say, and leave us as it used to be. With developments in technology happening every day, there are endless possibilities for how we could be consuming our food in the future. It's likely that we'll be consuming our key nutrients through implants, while nutrition patches and drips could replace our day-to-day intake. Traditional celebrations, birthdays and family occasions could be bigger and better than ever, with the athletics of food strengthening the bonds of community. Sainsbury's will continue to play a crucial role in expanding our nation's diets and palates over the next 150 years. Well, you know what, Sainsbury's? You can stick that right up your hole. I'll be glad I'll be dead then, that's all I know. We have got these moronic people who are in a doomsday cult, thinking of stuff that's never been invented and nobody wants, that doesn't take, no taste was even mentioned in any of that. We got these moronic people, and it, like I tell you, it's a religion. These people are being taught in school a doomsday cult. They're so scared of life, where you should be full of life and enjoying things. Before this generation know it, they'll be 50 years old, my age now, and they'll be looking back thinking, what on earth have we done with half our life? Running around worrying about things. When the reality is, as a 50-year-old guy, I know now health is your main thing. And you could be the healthiest, most richest person on this planet. Everything, you could have everything, and then you could go to town tomorrow and get run over by a car. That's how I look at life. So don't go worrying what the planet's going to happen in the next 100 years, because it's going to be there after you fucked off and snuffed it. So this is a Gaza bit of a rant on this today. Bollocks to Sainsbury's, that's all I can say. They can stick it up their hole, and power to the people and power to the working class. Ta-da!